You know what's wild? Most people are still overpaying for car insurance just because it's a pain to switch. That's why there's Jerry. Jerry's the only app that compares rates from over 50 insurers in minutes and helps you switch fast with no spam calls or hidden fees. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Before you renew your car insurance policy, do yourself a favor. Download the Jerry app or head to jerry.ai/Libsyn. That's JERRY.ai/LIBSYN.
Why should you be giving away some of your best content? Listen in and find out.
Welcome.
Okay, here's the question.
You serious?
How are we dark horses? You know, the ones everyone is betting against, the ones they don't expect to win, place, or even show on the track, and they'll even laugh on us when we talk about trying. How do we show the world our greatness and triumph?
Come on.
Well, that's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers.
Let's go.
This is The Dark Horse Entrepreneur. My name is Tracy Brinkman.
And push it up.
Hello, my Dark Horse friends and family. Welcome back to your daily dose of Change My Life in 15 minutes or less learning. I'm your Dark Horse host, Tracy Brinkman, and you, well, that's infinitely more important. You are a driven entrepreneur or business owner, and you are here because you are ready to start, restart, kickstart, or just start leveling up with some great marketing, personal, or business tips and results to help you build that beautiful business of yours into the empire it absolutely deserves to be. And I'm here hitting you with another daily success episode of the Dark Horse Entrepreneur as we dive deep into success with actionable advice, tips, and steps designed to help you level up your game, because as we already know, when it comes to success, there are no shortcuts except for taking those daily steps towards your goal every single day. Whew! So here we are, 40 episodes into the Dark Horse Entrepreneur podcast, and you are still here listening. Well, first, allow me to say thank you for allowing me to spend even a small part of your busy day with you, no matter what you may be doing right now. I know you business people and driven entrepreneurs, that is our precious, precious time, and we value it as much as we value the relationships that we build along our entrepreneurial journey, as well as the revenue that we're trying to build along that same journey, all of which are truly precious to us. And now second, because of that, because our time is just that valuable, I started these smaller bite-sized podcasts so that, I could, whisper or even shout in your ear some of the tips and tricks that I find, or I know you will find valuable as you engage with your peers, with your prospects, with your customers and clients, and those that you love, right? Which includes yourself, right? Yeah. You gotta love yourself first. All right, so with that, I want to talk about putting some of your best, some of your most valuable stuff out there. Now, what does that mean? Well, to me, it means if you're sharing relationship advice, you should be putting your best advice out there for people to listen, to learn from, and to act upon. Tell them how to foster that relationship they desire, how to be that perfect husband, be that perfect wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is. If you're sharing podcast advice, then you should be putting out there the best ways to start, to run, and to grow a podcast. Even give them all that best advice of how to earn money while they're still in that startup phase. And yes, you can earn some money in podcasting in other ways than just sponsorships. The key here is, no matter what your topic of expertise is on, put out some of your best stuff for free. Yeah, for free. I know. Wait, hold on, Tracy. I can't just give up, you had me, Tracy, until that free part, right? Right? Your best stuff for free? You must be crazy. Look, I get it. I spent time and money and perhaps years, even decades learning this expertise, and now you're telling me to give it away for free? Yeah, well, yeah, I kind of am, right? Wait, stop. Before you hit the stop button or fast forward through this episode, hear me out. Now, let's start with that know, like, and trust thing we all know about. I mean, everyone says it, and they say it because it's true, because pretty much people really only buy from those that they know, like, and trust. So what's the number one way to get someone to know, like, and trust you? Well, to get out there consistently and put out content. But I'm already doing that. I know, I get it. Then that's good. Keep doing it. But so is your competition, right? So you're going to have to bring your A game, right? You're going to have to bring your best stuff to the table or to the phone, to the webcam, or whatever media it might be, whatever the case might be. You've got to bring that A game, that best stuff that you have. And then you have to bring you. Yeah, you've heard me say this time and time again. Be you. Be yourself. See, this, your competition, will not be able to sincerely duplicate. Can they mimic? Yeah. Can they sincerely duplicate it? I don't think so. Now, let's take a step further back. And while you're being you, bring something that you have created. A tip, a step, a strategy, a pattern that you found works like a charm. Now combine those two, that 1-2 punch, right? Jab, jab, knockout punch, right? Bring that 1-2 punch and you'll be doling out that valuable content for free, and bam, your potential audience, their ears are going to perk up, or their eyes if they're reading it, right? Or if it's a video. Your potential audience, your potential tribe will be out there thinking, whoa, wait a minute. They're giving away that kind of information for free? I like that. I think I need to pay closer attention to this and start to consume. And then what they're going to do is they're going to start consume more of your content. Heck, they're even going to go back and consume some of your old content, getting to know you. And they keep consuming your content because it resonates with them and they begin to trust you. What are they saying? Right? They trust what you're saying and how you're saying it. You're building that know, like, and trust factor. You feel me here? And here's the thing. If you're still reluctant to hand out your best tips, I get it. I was in your shoes. I was like, hell, I'm not giving that away. That's one of my best tips in my course or my ebook or in my paid content, right? And I grew slower. I mean, the opportunities came slower, right? Or I didn't grow, or the opportunities I might not even be aware of did not come as a result. Look, here's the real deal, right? If you share your best content, right, they will listen. I didn't say they were going to go out there and act on that content. And in reality, most will not take action, even on your best life or business changing advice. You know, that content that you know for a fact will alter the very fabric of their personality world or their spiritual world or their business world. 99% of your listeners will not act upon that valuable advice, but they will start to pay attention to the content you're putting out. And for that 1% that do act on your advice, you are definitely a trusted source of information they are going to go out and tell others about. And you see, that is a win-win. For that other 99% that don't act, they are probably going to need your paid course or need your paid content in order to give them the rest of the strategy or the rest of the tactics, or to build them up to the point where they're ready to take that action on that valuable tip that you gave. And again, that is a win-win. So go out there, publish your best content, and you will find that it works for you in far so many ways. And here's a bonus piece for you, right? I wasn't going to drop this, but I'm going to go ahead. Here's a huge bonus for you. If you already have paid content that you're offering, that paid content alone provides massive value. Wow, that was good speaking. It's going to provide you massive amounts of content that you can share online via all your channels. Now, I'm not saying you got to go give away all of that content, right? We don't want to go do that. You don't have to do all that. But what you can do is on those days that you're racking your brain of, God, what do I want to say today? What do I want to share? What do I want to give out? Well, those are days you can go in there and pick out one of those awesome nuggets inside your paid content and share it. Provide all that value. Put it out there and get them to pay attention, right? And here's the other thing. When you start putting out some of those nuggets, don't put it out in order, right? Put it out randomly. Oh, I'm going to pick step number 17 today and share it. Oh, wow, that's awesome. And I'm going to pick step number 2 and share it, right? You don't have to put it out in consecutive order and give it away like that. Now, here's the next bonus tip. Wow, I'm just dropping all kinds of bonus bombs on you today, all right? Is as you do put it out there, pay attention to what resonates with your audience and with your tribe. Pay attention to what feedback you get. That feedback could be your next opportunity to grow, your next opportunity to provide even more value to your tribe via free content or an enhancement to your current paid content, or maybe it's a whole new paid content tool, resource, or course that you need to create. All right? Get out there, provide your content for free and see what happens. Now, tomorrow we're going to chat about using humor effectively. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, please get out there, run your race, get your results, and let me hear about them. And while you're at it, cruise on over to the Dark Horse Tribe, all right, a Facebook group. Hang out with us. We can get to know each other a little more intimately there. You can ask questions. I'll respond to them. And get engaged with the rest of the entrepreneurs you'll find inside the Dark Horse Tribe. So go to Facebook, search up Dark Horse Tribe, and you'll find us right there. You'll see that infamous logo from the podcast. And if for some reason or another you're unable to find us there on Facebook, go ahead to darkhorseschooling.com/darkhorsetribe with no spaces in between there, and that will send you directly to the page. Come on in and join us, and let's share a little bit, right? Until then, I'm going to leave you as I always do. Think successfully and take action. Thank you for listening to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Thanks for tuning in.
Check us out at www.darkhorseschooling.com.
All right.
My name is Tracy Brinkman.